soft and pure. Served in Athena's temple, her devotion was so sure. Untouched and holy, living close to
He took what
divine
wasn't
light.
his. He violated.
Until Poseidon decided her body was his right.
Holy sign. They spoke. They condemned. They didn't hold their breath. They said,
That day, sweet
bad
Medusa
woman,
learned
evil
what
woman.
softness really cost. Her beauty became a weapon in a battle she had lost. Temple and all the gods and all the people standing near punished her for seduction, blamed the victim, made it clear. From that moment she was cast out, banished, demonized, made into something ugly in their
She was cursed while he walked free,
not because
transformed for being prey,
cruelty took the throne,
not because she became
but because
evil,
she wouldn't play
but
nice,
refused to look
wouldn't
away.
soften them.
He walked free while she was cursed. She was transformed for being prey.
She became what the world demanded, forced her hand to be. Not a monster
Used
in
to look
darkness,
away.
but a mirror, so you see. She reveals the shadow lurking deep in the hearts
Let
of
your
men.
fury be holy.
Exposes
Wear
what
your
they
scars
carry,
like armor bright.
they won't
Let your no become a
acknowledge them.
fortress. Your boundaries pure and right.
Those who came with fear or domination turned to stone. Those who come
From
in
that
peace
moment she
just
was
walk
cast
away,
out, banished,
deceived,
demonized,
unshown.
made into something ugly
Unready
in their
to face
judgmental
themselves,
eyes.
the truth inside their chest.
Not because
She
her
simply
soul
holds
turned
the
dark
mirror.
or cruelty took the throne,
lets
but
it
because
do
she
the
wouldn't
rest.
play nice and wouldn't soften her tone. They call her dangerous now because she wouldn't let men near, because she learned to freeze them, the penetrating sneer.
She's the face of women who finally had enough betrayal, abandonment, when life turns bitter and rough. Enough, be gentle, be kind, and forgive them every day, while being ripped apart inside in every single way.
Medusa, Medusa, the woman they couldn't break. Medusa, Medusa, protection, not vengeance she makes. When you've been hunted through, your softness turns to stone, a fortress for survival when you're standing all alone.
Too angry, too on guard. Maybe you're protecting that
Became
young
what
girl
the world
whose
demanded,
life was seriously
forced her
scarred.
hand to be
The girl that
not
no
a
one else
monster in the
protected when
darkness,
she needed someone
but a
near.
mirror so
Maybe
you
it's not
see.
you at all. Maybe it's all them, my dear.
She's the face of women who finally have had enough. Enough betrayal, abandonment when love turns bitter rough. She reminds us when we're left to stand and self-defend. We become the fire, the storm that will not bend. We become
Medusa,
legend,
Medusa,
the
we don't
stars
need to be
above.
saved. Medusa,
All because
Medusa,
we just
remember
tried to love.
how we're made. We're the storm, the fire, the legend, and the law. The woman they couldn't break, and we'll walk through that sacred door.
Let your fury be holy. Wear your scars like armor bright. Let your no become a fortress. Your boundaries pure and right. Medusa, Medusa. That's fun stuff. Anyway, hi there. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Dark Moon Radio. I'm Kate Sylvanus, and we're having a ball. Yeah, we're absolutely having a ball because it's the new moon today. Woohoo! It's the dark moon, if you like. And I have a talk that I'm going to give. You can find it on my Facebook, the Dark Moon Rocks radio station, and you can find it in lots of places. I'll probably put the talk up on YouTube when I'm done on working with the dark moon. I've got a script somewhere. I wrote it all down. Did it a few days ago, and guess what? Moved on since, because that's what I do. Just move on. And hi to Twitch. Hello, simultaneously streaming on Twitch. Twitch is still quite sort of a strange one for me, but it says excellent. I have a couple of viewers. Yay! Thank you very much. Okay, so let's play another tune. Okay. Any requests? Let's have some gardening. Gardening, it's spring! It's a springtime. What you've missed so far is the dopamine story. I like doing the dopamine and the astrology's weather forecast for the day, which was quite exciting because it's full of Neptune, Saturn, Uranus, Aries, all of those, all conjunct. I have no idea what half of it is, as I said. But it's fun and games to talk about it and just to see what's going on. Influences. We get influenced by lots of things, right? Sometimes it's nice to look at other influences apart from social media bollocks. Social media is one influence, but the stars, the moon, the weather, the seasons, these are all long, old, much, much older places and ways of influence. And influence can come from those places, sometimes a lot cleaner. So if you're looking at the stars and you're looking at the moon and you're looking at the weather and the shifting cloud patterns, and you're watching daffodils come up and you're watching crocuses and snowdrops, and you're hearing the bird song change, and you're seeing sort of things get frisky and all ready to sort of start the spring, that's an influence too. That's definitely an influence. And most of the times actually, it's a lot cleaner than social media. And divination and intuition comes from a lot of things. I get an awful lot of insight into the world from cloud patterns. And it looks like I'm dreaming, but I'm actually sort of watching. And you've got to bear in mind, I can't see for shit. My eyesight is very, very poor. I wear glasses and stuff, but taking my glasses off and divining from nature is something that anyone really can do. You just blur your vision and have a look round outside. See the trees, see the energies flicker, see what catches your eye and what blurs into the background. Because what's trying not to catch your eye is just as valid sometimes. But there is a lot of influences out there. And if we're going to get influenced, I'd far rather get influenced by nature than some freaking Twitter or post or TikTok video. Because they do it badly. When you see what nature's doing and how nature tries to influence you and how it does, how bad weather, if you've got overcast and grey, right, time to go within, time to wrap up warm, time to get a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and just go within. Now, how's that for influence? When you get a sort of an advert for new type of shoes and stuff, it's like, it's so common, it's petty. It's kind of like, I don't know, childish way of influencing. And yeah, I'm not saying I'm immune to it, not in the slightest. I'm not that egotistical. But being aware of algorithms and influences is quite a good place to be, just to be aware. Anyway, let's garden the unseen. Hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old, let the new in. Hands to earth, earth to skin.
We are weaving a deep inner dream, while creating order in a vision of green. The chaos of the now will give way to a riot of color and joy someday.
Hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old and let them in. Pull and twist, release the lie. Death feeds life, nothing dies.
So we weed this bed of living soil, taking our time with the spring.
Hands to earth,
toil.
earth to skin.
Down on our
Pull
knees
the
in our
old,
mother's
let the
grace.
new in.
Hat over our eyes, keeping sun from the face.
Knees in the dirt, back to the sun. This is how the work gets done.
With each pull and twist of what must go, new life stirs, this much we know.
Hands to
Roots
earth,
release,
earth
the old
to
one
skin.
gives in.
Pull the
Space
old,
is made
let the
for
new
what
in.
begins. Chaos breaks and order sleeps. Roots remember, but the mind forgets. Out of chaos a pattern forms. From broken ground the seed transforms. From death and decay,
Hands
life
to earth,
runs
earth
wild.
to skin.
The soil
Pull the
remembers,
old, let the new
fierce,
in.
not mild.
Pull and twist, release the lie. Death feeds life and nothing dies.
A spiral shaped by hands unseen, older than the gods, wiser than the kings. No trumpets
Hands to
blown, no
earth,
ego
earth
sound,
to skin.
just breath
Pull the
and
old,
bone
let the new
and
in.
fertile ground. Round and round the spiral goes. What we bury always grows. The circle turns again, again. We lose, we gain, we fail, we mend. As time unwinds without a sound,
Hands to
we
earth,
bury our
earth
hands.
to skin.
We are
Pull
found.
the old, let the new in.
No command, no grand design, just the rhyme of seeds and time. We tend, we wait, we trust, we grow. We tend, we wait, we trust, we grow. The circle
Hands to
turns again and
earth,
again. We
earth to
lose, we
skin.
gain, we fail, we
Pull the
mend.
old,
As time
let the new
unwinds
in.
without a sound, we bury our hands and we are
Hands
found.
to earth, earth
Out of
to
old
skin.
chaos's patterns
Pull
are
the
found. From
old,
broken
let the
ground the
new
seed
in.
transforms. From decay and death, life runs wild. The soil remembers. It's fierce and it's not mild. Hands to earth, earth to
Hands
skin.
to
Pull
earth,
the old,
earth
let the
to
new
skin.
in.
Pull the old and let them in. Pull and twist, release the lie. Death feeds life, nothing dies. Hands to earth, earth to skin. Pull the old, let the new in.
Lots and lots of bubble, bubble, toil and trouble going on there. But it's a good way of sort of gardening. Got to start the gardening, not necessarily with planting. Gardening is also done in your mind.
So you plant the seeds that you want right now. What do you want in your life? Now, I'm going to read that poem again because I'm quite proud of that. That was done with a lot of things going on in the background, and I just sort of went and did it. It's great if you could just turn your mind off and just sort of, right, focus. So I wrote this for the new political party, and I've written it on several levels deep. And I weave a web of hope in the form of seeds and plant it in spring, so into the land it bleeds, to protect those that love this land and restore its power with a clear, strong hand. May the low rise to command with the title of prime. This is our will, and it's stated in rhyme. So I wrote that for X, because they were asking for psychics, basically. It's like, well, let's do a poem. I like weaving magic with words and intent. And once you get the hang of it, you can weave words several layers deep. And that's kind of where I was with that. There is a play on the words, absolutely. Some of the times I don't get it right. Some of the times I'm not in the mood. I'm not in this. But if I push it just a little, I can go quite a long way with it. How do you weave your magic? Now, one of the ways I'd suggest at this time of year is go and buy some of those bulbs. You know, they're in the supermarkets. You pretty much buy a bulb. A packet of bulbs. Now, don't put them in your mouth, okay? Because a lot of them are poisonous. But if you were to rub some of your spit onto these bulbs, you're kind of giving to the earth your DNA, right? So, as I said, don't put it in your mouth. Spit on it if you like, but don't put it in your mouth. Rub some spit into the bulb and then plant it in the earth. This becomes your spell. You can start putting, what you need. Now, if you can use edible herbs, you put the seed in your mouth. Again, be careful of ones that are sprayed with pesticides, use some common sense. But you put some wheat, if you've got a space for some wheat. I did this once. And I actually mixed my saliva, put some of the seeds, because there's quite a lot of them in wheat. And you put them in your mouth, suck on them a bit, put them into the earth, plant the wheat. And I grew a little patch of wheat that was mine and kept the chickens off it. This was in South Africa many years ago. And I grew wheat and I ground it down and I made flour and I made it into bread. And I ate the bread. And I did it for a couple of times. And I can say that I mingled my own self with the wheat seeds, put it into the earth. And you do it with herbs a lot easier than bread. If I'd known about sort of the herb stuff, and you can grow mint. Mint is good. And then you put the mint leaves in a cup of tea, and it's designed to heal you, whatever your ailments are. And I'm looking at doing this right now, because I reckon I can heal myself, or at least bring better balance to my body. And that's what I'm doing with this time of year. It's time to plant seeds. Well, maybe a little early. Give it another couple of weeks and then it's time to plant seeds. But it's the dark moon right now, so it's being authentic, it's being all real. What do you want? What do you need? Well, if it's health and healing, then be proactive about it. Create a spell seed, putting your intent into the spell, into your planting. You don't have to spit on it if you're not sick and you're wanting wealth, right? Wealth is just abundance, or maybe you want to put a spell together for a pet, for health, or anything, or a friend that is suffering, or a family member. Put the intent for them to get better, the intent for them to rise again, to find the strength they need to continue. You put it in the seed itself. You plant the seed, you water the seed, you tend the seed. And as the seed pops up, maybe you plant it inside and you take it outside, so that it can grow outside into the underneath the sun. But all of this is magic. Okay, it's oldie worldy magic. But once you get the plant in any way, shape you need, then use it, or maybe give it to the person, saying, this is yours. This is your health. This is your wealth. This is your happiness. This is your contentness. But seeds are amazing for this. And sometimes the seeds disappear. They die. And then it's not meant to be. And I'm sorry about that, but that's the realistic things. It's like, well, yeah, find another way. Maybe you didn't plant it right. There's a lot of reasons why it fails. But we just keep fighting to put your intent on the world, become sovereign. Keep putting your will on the world. And the more consistently you can learn to do that, the more you can shape reality. Because shaping reality is what it's all about. How would you like this world to look? Stop whining and moaning about how it does look, and start thinking, now I'm a good one to I look at the world, oh, poor me, the world is shit. No. Just the way I'm looking at it is. We keep going on. We will keep moving forward. It's what we do best of all. Let's fight to rise. Reach inside. Reach inside. They seek your spark. This world is reaching deep inside, fishing for your soul and opening you wide. Coping methods on full red alert, looking for viruses they insert. It's okay, you are stronger than this. We were born to fight and to resist. Stronger than this. This world born to rise, all inside, fishing to resist. For your spark, your tide. They test your nerves, they press, they pry, till truth itself begins to lie. But every scar is proof you've burned, and still your power has returned. Fight, you were born from storm and twist, to fight, to rise, to still exist. You were born from storm and twist, to fight, to rise, to still exist. Stronger than their kiss. You were born to fight and to resist. Breathe deep, stand tall, let the shadows know. We broadcast light to one and all. They cannot take what still will grow. Your pulse, your shine, and what you know. They cannot take what still will grow. Your pulse, your shine. There we go. Fight to rise, fight to still exist. There is a fight. This world requires you to push and push and push and push. And when you can't push, you fade. And this world, it's in the animal kingdom, it's in all of the kingdoms. It's like you have to fight to rise again and again and again. And when you're tired and can't rise anymore, well, the world moves on. And that's fine. Those are the laws, those are the rules. Once you understand that, it doesn't become such a plummet, a fall, when you realize you can't rise anymore. And I think the elders of the tribe have been trying to teach us that for a while. I know I've talked about my grandmother, but she tried to teach me this. Well, I was too young. I didn't actually hear her, didn't quite understand. But she embodied it in a lot of ways. And yeah, she was a role model, if you like, for fighting to rise again and again and again. She was a damn strong lady. She'd been through hell and back. And she had about must have been good 40 years, maybe 30 years of being a widow. And she never remarried, and as far as I can know, there was no one else. That was quite something to do all of that alone. Yeah. So they certainly made them strong in those days. Do they make them just as strong these days? I don't know. It's a bit hard to see with that bias. You're not alone in the dark. You just can't feel the others yet. Yep, you're not alone in the dark. You're not alone in the dark. It just feels that way. It really does. And if you're in a dark space right now, you're not alone. There's a lot of people sitting around you. A lot of beings, we're all there. It just feels, for some reason, you blank everybody out, like you just can't feel them. There are other people going through just as much, and basically reach out to them just as much as they will reach out to you. You don't have to be alone in the dark. Okay, so where are we now? What shall we play next? Let's have some wandering alone, because sometimes you have to go alone. You have to go it alone. You have to go for a walk alone. And there's an awful lot of noise in this world. It's where you can just tune all the noise out. And that's where you get mastery of the mind. Because I think above and beyond, we can't master the body. I mean, we can keep the body as healthy as we can for as long as we can. But at the end of the day, we're going to lose that fight. But the mastery of the mind, now that is a good focus it's a good challenge. And it helps if you can wander alone. This world seems designed to lose all you can hold. Letting go of what since birth you've been sold. Finding a reason to go on. No one else has a truth. And not getting bogged down in the obvious con. It's a tough line to walk, but we're told not to talk. But in my dreams and reasons I find designed to so many ways you can hold. Letting go of what since birth that you've been sold. No one else has a truth that you can call your own. But you can borrow them until you find it, one that you can call your own. Reasons are yours to find and let flow, and once found you are seriously in the know. Once found you are seriously. They'll tell you how to think and feel, promise you some grand ideal. But their compass won't point you home. Seems designed to you have to wander the world alone. So you're letting go of what since birth through the doubt and told. And that's how you'll figure it all out. No one else has a truth that can be loaned, so you can have to find your own. You have to find your own. You have to find your own. And the one that sets your soul alight and finds your own. There we go, you have to wander alone. Yeah, why not? Thinks. Welcome to the Dark Moon Radio. Let's get real. Getting real. Yes, this is where I think these jingles are for me more than anyone else. Just to keep me on track. Let's stay real. Stay in the physical, mental and emotional and spiritual realms. Keep it real. Because you can overthink. Overthinking is a good thing, and yet it can be a curse. I'm thinking, I'm working things through. One of the things is to witness. If you cannot and feel powerless to do anything, my thing is basically, I don't like being powerless, and I seriously hate when the world around me starts to make me feel powerless. It says to me that, well, here's things to be angry about, but there is absolute sweet fuck all you can do about it. And you look at that and you think, that's basically the news. Right, be angry about this, 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 and this, but you can't do anything about it. And you're like, All right, what you can do. And this has been hard won, because I get just as emotional, just as angry about, and just as triggered as everybody else. All right, I'm nothing special with this. But to witness, to bear witness, to witness what is going on, to observe. Not, you can't get involved, you can't do anything about it, and that hurts, but you bear witness to it. I have a story up on, it's on the loop that goes around my radio, on story time. I think that's to bear witness, because that's what we do. We witness what is going on. No, you can't do anything about it, but we witness it. And in the act of witnessing, you are taking your power back. You can't get emotional all the time about things. And it isn't cold either. To witness is to feel it all and just to bear witness. So all of these things that have been coming out recently, I can't do anything about it. All I can do is witness it. And it's painful and it's hard, but I am still witnessing. And that's what this next tune is all about. Just witness the pain. And it's excruciating sometimes. I would give anything just to reach out and hug those people that are going through shit right now. But all I can do is just bear witness. This is healing as an honesty, not as a performance. Take your time. Take your time. Easy now. The hurt does not get to rule you, but you are going to give it a voice. We are not calming the storm. We are stepping into it. You are seen, you are no white heard, light, no loved. Silver ladder. Oh, no, everything happens for a reason, bullshit. I hear you, and I love you. We are. For all your strength, with ribs tight, for all your with memories that still survive this. You survive this, and you thrive it. This is where the place is that hurts the most. Been there before. Turn away. Pain is not the enemy. It is sensation that's lost its witness. Not to soothe. It's a message that never lands. Stay. Let the ache have a voice. Let the grief speak its ugly language. Let the body tell the truth that it's been holding far too long. Pain is not the enemy. It's a sensation that lost its witness. It's a message that never landed. A scream. So we listen. Stay with it. 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 We're not calming the storm. We're stepping into it. It takes us, and it looks us round and round, and it fucking hurts. Beautiful, white light, no silver ladder. Name its weight. Everything happens for a temperature. teeth clenched.
Let it be exactly what it is.
The memories
Pain.
still bleed when touched.
Pain, 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 pain,
This
pain.
is the place where it hurts.
Stay with it.
We're not going to turn away.
Despite this, even if you don't feel brave, even if you don't feel whole, part of you is still back there. Part isn't broken, it's frozen.
We're not going to turn away. This is the place where it
So we
hurts.
thaw slowly,
We have
without
to see
force.
it and feel it.
Pain.
Wonder
Pain.
at it.
Pain moves when
Hello,
it's allowed.
pain.
Tears are not a weakness.
I'm going to
Cry.
breathe again.
Pressure.
And another breath,
Breathe.
not to soothe,
But to stay. I
Breathe.
stay. You stay.
breathe again.
Stay. You witness to anchor.
We love. Hello,
And
pain.
Stay with it.
I'm sorry.
Stay with
Please
it.
forgive me. Thank you.
You are here now.
Hello,
This
pain.
body is yours. This moment has edges and time. The hurt does not get to rule you, but it does get to speak. The hurt does not get to rule you, but it does get to speak. You give it a voice, you hold. Stay with it. And when it is finished, and when it finally exhales, what remains is not emptiness. Only you remain. It's space. What remains is space. A space where strength can return. A space where truth can land. A space where power grows its roots. You know this space. You've been here so many times. Pain makes the space where strength can return. Where
You are
truth can
here
land, where
now.
power
You are
grows
right
its
here,
roots.
right now.
This body is still yours. It's
yours.
not healing as a performance.
Give it away.
It's healing as an honest.
Surrender control.
This is
And you are
yours.
allowed to take your time.
This moment has edges and is groundless. The
Stay,
hurt
breathe,
does
stay,
not get to
stay,
rule
breathe.
you. You are not a trauma. It's going to speak. You're going to listen while it speaks. And when it is finished, finally exhales. What remains is not emptiness. The pain knows the way
What
out.
remains is space.
Space. Are you listening? New life, new creativity. You're allowed time. Stay, breathe, witness. Stay, breathe, witness. We bear witness, and it's not easy, it hurts, but we still bear witness. Whew. Yeah, whew, that's strong stuff sometimes. Okay, so where are we now? You got up today. Maybe that was easy, maybe it took everything you had. Either way, you did it. Tomorrow is uncertain. Right now is yours. Dark Moon Radio, we see you. We really do. Yeah, and what we see, we have to bear witness to. It's very simple. Okay, so walk away. The sacred art of telling things to fuck right off. The hell no, fuck no. I know, I am using bad language. I try not to, but it gives emphasis. It's like I'm flicking through Facebook, finding things to talk about, and yeah, there's some people I don't want to go and to argue with. I have to be, a little bit sort of, I bear witness to it all, and you're wrong. just very simple. You are wrong. And it's like, shit. Okay. Do I need this level of wrong? Yeah, I probably do. Okay, I don't mind viewpoints and stuff.
Ah dear, there's so many people who just are in pain, and you just bear witness. Friend's broken her shoulder. It's like, ouch. Big X-ray of cracked shoulder. Ow, 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 ow. That's one thing I'm very lucky I have never broken a bone. But yes, the new year. Happy New Year. It's the new year, the fire horse. New way of a new moon and a solar eclipse. Absolutely. Lots of pictures of horses on fire. Horses hate fire. It's a very odd symbol. It's an odd psychic image to put about, is a horse on fire. But there we go. No, it's nothing much else, just lots and lots of fire horses stuff. If you'd like a mention, get onto the WhatsApp group, get onto my Facebook group, say hi. If you'd like a mention, if you'd like something talked about, it's like, yeah, open for that. Yeah, we're sort of working out where the best place is to share content. I don't know. Sometimes you just put out what you think is best, and you just hope for the best, and you just put it out. Just keep putting it out. I've done that for years. I keep doing that. Sometimes it's just a weird frequency, and I'd say today is a weird frequency. I'm quite happily still. I'm going to give my talk. Nobody's booked, but I'll give my talk, and I'll put the video up some places, and we shall just, as I said, bear witness. Just witness these things. Witness the people being very wrong. I hear myself. I'm not unaware. I'm wrong too. It's just as much. And to other people. To have different perspectives is a good thing. And yeah, it's fine. But when they're calling people who believe differently them names, I'm not calling them names. I'm just saying they're wrong. But I'm not calling them racist, bigots, Nazis, all of that stuff. Somebody has called me, people have called me that, and that's fine. I laugh lots, because there is no label that can, like that, can affect me. It doesn't make any impact. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can get labelled it, but it doesn't stick. There's no sticky bits. I'm not getting entangled in those sort of labels, because I know it's absurd, and it's like, yeah, right. Thanks for showing me how absurd, and also it shows that you watch an awful lot of mainstream media. Yeah, I know. I'm being condescending. I don't watch mainstream media. I don't have TV. I haven't watched TV in about 30, 40 years. I go home to my parents and they've got Sky News blaring out all the time. Actually, it's changed now. I think it's GB News. I am like, ooh, TV, ooh, people. I don't know how those things work. I don't understand, TVs on the whole. Media, to me, comes from things like YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and I follow those lines. I can't do mainstream television. I think television is like, wow, well, that's wrong for sure. So yes, getting your news off X. X is a free source. You can get both sides of the equation very easily. Yeah, there's a lot of assholes there. I totally get you. But you just scroll past. You just go where you can get your news, and you get news from lots of different spaces, different points of views. Absolutely. Yeah, some of them are totally wrong. Some of them are stupid. But that, again, it's the nature of the beast. I kind of like, I've got some local news from around the area that I'm in, and I can get that off X. And X is still got free speech. The fact that my government wants to ban it tells me everything, really. But let's play We Are Here.
Our ways are changing, being changed and reformed. By turning within, the outer land is transformed. Old England speaks to us on a cold and misty morn. The magic is still found in every dawn. Let yesterday speak to tomorrow through you, and find connection in the present that rings true. Our ways are changing, being changed and reformed. By turning within, the outer land is transformed. In hedgerow and hollow, in river and fen, through inner seeking, the old ways of falling out, and write ourselves anew on history's page. The standing stones remember what we've forgotten. The oak trees still whisper secrets unforgotten. In hedgerow and hollow, in river and fen, the old ways call us to begin once again. Walk softly on the earth our ancestors knew. It's here and now, and hear the sound of the echoes of the past, memory in its ancient bones. We are one with the earth and the sky. Celebrate and cheer as the clouds field and forest, every buried stone. So listen to the wind across the moor, it carries voices from the days of yore. As the cold goes greater, we rise slowly once more, and in that listening, stirring to our feet, find yourselves remade. A bridge energy flows the light where attention comes the future's here. The future grows from seeds the past has sown. We are never truly walking here alone. Old England speaks. If we pause to hear, we will know, and we'll find the way ahead. We hear the echoes of the past as it bounces and multiplies. We are here, and we remain.
We are here and we will remain. Will we? Sometimes I wonder. Ah, well. Right, coming up to the last bits. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. Come and join me on my talk in a bit. Oh, my tablet has just switched itself off because I've got the Taoism stuff to do. But I need my tablet to boot up for that. Okay, so, yes, there is like an awful lot of interference patterns and weaves being woven right now. Interference patterns. And to be fixed, to be established, to be so firm in a point of view, you're going to get screwed over, right? Even I've recognized this with myself. Like, a point of view, a fixed belief, yeah, it's not a good idea. It's like, be flexible. Reality right now is exceedingly flexible. And what you can argue for and what you can passionately believe in, go crusade for. And I was willing to go and crusade. I'm now looking at and going, a fixed point of view. And I'm seeing it across the board, across the social media algorithm, digital wave patterns, that if you have in a fixed point of view, it's not a good idea. Okay, this fixed point of view will make you brittle, and it's like it will disintegrate. It's bound to, because anything growing right now is brittle. And you look at the pattern. Now, this is my intuition. This is my weather. The weather that I am looking at, this is my predictions, is don't be fixed. Be fluid. Flow through things rather than fix on something that might be stable. So you have a stability, like a life raft. Maybe it's a platform and it's stable, and I can believe in this, and these are my people, and these are my tribe. Be careful, because that platform is cracking and you will be cast out. It's like, or things will happen in that tribe that is not to your liking, and you'll have to swallow some of yourself, trying to actually stay in that frequency. In other words, fluid, flowing. Don't be fixed. That's it's mirroring back for me. I need to hear that personally, because I got all hopeful with this new political party, and I still am, but I mustn't fixate. I mustn't put all my hopes onto it, because it is going to fizzle and pop. It's most likely to. The probabilities are slim. The fact that there is a probable, hopeful future that is wholesome, maybe conservative. I accept I have conservative views. I once upon a time was liberal. Now I think liberal is so far left, it's like woke. And I try and understand people looking at that when all I can see is propaganda and manipulation. It feels like they've been manipulated. I might be wrong. I'm quite happy to be wrong, but I mustn't get fixed on a belief or throw myself onto a bandwagon. I got to stay fluid, and that's my lesson. Okay, and I accept the fire horse. I want the energy of the fire horse. I want to move through all of this shit, because it is shit. As things crumble, fine. If things are going to crumble, bloody well get on with it. Just crumble, fall down, so that we can start rebuilding. How do we want it to look like in the future? That's far more exciting. Building the future is far more exciting. All this bullshit as everything falls down around our ears. And it is. I hear it. And I hear the people losing faith, losing touch, losing hope. And reach out, please, if you know somebody who, just reach out, say hi. Send them a message. Hi, thinking of you. That's all it takes sometimes. Just hi, thinking of you. And send them my way. Send them to the Dark Moon Radio Rocks. We chat. Come along to the WhatsApp group. Let's see what we can do networking. Introverts unite sometimes, maybe, if it doesn't cost them much. Right. Taoism. Oh, come on. Tablet. I was just going to say, had pretty good technology today. I think my microphone was a little bit, the wire was half out, so I'm not sure if there was some dead air there. I suddenly realised that, yes, I'd pulled half the wire out, and it might not have been playing. Typical. Okay, so where are we? The 17th, washing the window. Can you cleanse your inner vision till it is spotless? This is from the 365 Days of the Tao. So it's a one-page guide to the Tao Te Ching for simplicity. The character Xi combines water with first light, the dawn after the dark. It's not just about scrubbing, it's about clearing what clouds. Vision here isn't sight in the obstacle sense. It's discernment, judgment, and the way we come to see the world and ourselves. Lao Tzu doesn't ask if you can get new eyes. He asks if you can see freshly through the ones you already have. Not sharper, clearer. As if the sediment could be left to settle and the stillness would reveal what's rushing always obscures. Most people think that clarity comes from adding more information, more experience, more tools, but often it comes from subtracting. A lens doesn't need enhancement, it needs dusting. You can't see through the churn. The still pond reflects better than the stirred one. That's not a metaphor, that's physics. It's the same with judgment. Until it calms, it distorts. This isn't about achieving some enlightened goal. It's about choosing not to panic when things are unclear. Wait, and the water will clear itself. Spotless isn't perfection, it's transparency. Lao Tzu isn't pointing you towards saintliness. He's offering a method for vision that isn't always yours. Let go of the fog and the scene might reappear, not because you tried harder, because you stopped trying. Clarity, like water, prefers not to be grabbed. Ah, that is pretty awesome. There we go. Now that's answered the question of me. I'm finding stillness today. I'm striving for stillness. And just wait and the water will clear itself. There we go. I like that a lot. I got a lot out of that. That's for the 17th of February. So we will keep going. Some days it really works out really well. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Okay, right. We got one more tune. What tune shall I play? Hum, hum, hum. Let's do a protection thingy. Protection wings. It's a little long, too long. Hum. There we go. This one's not long. This is the Buddha's Veti prayer for humanity. A prayer for humanity. May I be a guard for those who need protection, a guide for those on the path, a boat, a raft, a bridge for those who wish to cross the flood. May I be a lamp in the darkness, a resting place for the weary, a healing medicine for all that who are sick, a vase of plenty, a tree of miracles, and for the boundless multitudes of living beings. May I bring sustenance and awakening, enduring like the earth and the sky, until all beings are freed from sorrow and all are awakened. There we go, something nice to end today's show. Right, well, I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Please join me on tomorrow. I will be back at 8. I do 8 till 10 every weekday. And yeah, you can find me on darkmoon.rocks. That's the website. And you can also find me on the WhatsApp group and Substack. Lots of places. Also Facebook. I tend to be a bit scattered everywhere. But I like being scattered everywhere. Anyway, love you lots. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye now. My words are blades and balm. Present stirs what's been buried deep. I am no longer asking for permission to speak. The ones that can hold me are already waking. It's a message for the ones who've also seen too much. You've been told, soften, dim, dilute. But I see what you'll really carry. I'm not here to fix it. I'm here to call you up. You're not alone. You're not broken. You're a catalyst, same as me. Welcome home.
You're not a helper. You're a threshold guardian.
I work for those who are buried, both broken and sense themselves fit.
Here to catalyze.
Not to rescue, but to reflect. You're tired of bypassing,
You're just early.
shrinking, of hiding your flame. I'm here to show you how to weave your pain to power. More soften to rise. Rebuild from the ashes. Stop pretending you're not already power. This is a message for the one who's always been too much. You've been told to soften, dim, dilute, but I see what you're really carrying. I'm not here to fix you, I'm here to call you up. You're not alone, you're not broken, you're a catalyst,
You're not
same
a
as me.
helper.
Welcome
You're a
home.
threshold guardian. You're not here to coddle. You're here to catalyze. You're not misunderstood, you're just early.